Well, looking back on my 10 plus year of working with CMDB, I'd say the biggest lesson is that data quality and governance is everything. Early on, I learned the hard way. No matter how great your tool set is, if the data coming into the CMDB is not accurate or it is incomplete, users will lose faith in it. It's like the old saying, garbage in, garbage out. Another key lesson, which I have learned is setting up the clear, realistic goals with the stakeholders. When I started, I'd see project derail because we try to do too much at once, and each department would want a piece of, CMD right away, leading to scope creep. And I emphasized a phased approach where we can see a tangible outcome. We can bring some of the data into CMDB and we can have some sort of the objectives at the end. I guess if we were to summarize it, there are two important aspects: data quality and governance. Actually, because I worked on both the platforms, BMC and ServiceNow. But I specifically see what is the current ecosystem of the customer. If they are using BMC, then I will suggest please go with BMC CMDB. If they are already working on ServiceNow, then I will say please, we can start working or utilizing the ServiceNow CMDB. But it also depends on the what kind of implementation which we are doing. If we are doing a greenfield implementation, yes, then there are certain factors which we should look upon. First factor is, if they are focusing heavily on the automated discovery across a huge hybrid environment, then BMC discovery is more robust in that area. Or are they looking for rapid development of workflows and additional apps on the same platform? Then ServiceNow could be the better choice. And yes, the third factor is the cost, obviously. So I weigh the licensing and implementation cost against what client hopes to achieve and how soon they expect to see a return on the investment. You see, as I said initially, there are two things: data quality as well as your governance. And data quality is the foundation of a successful CMDB. So I usually begin by identifying authoritative sources. If you have multiple, discovery tools or multiple databases containing asset information, you need to define which source system will be the, uh, system of records for each type of data. I'm a big fan of automated discovery tools like ServiceNow Discovery or BMC Discovery because they cut down on manual entry and help maintaining consistency. But you still need a solid reconciliation process, whether it's a ServiceNow identification or reconciliation engine or BMC reconciliation engine. We usually set up a strict rules for matching records, merging data, and handling duplicates. Finally, I push for continuous monitoring reports that highlights how my CMDB data is after the implementation. So I guess stakeholders are very crucial because CMDB touches so many teams, IT operations, security, service desk, compliance. You need to get their buy-in from day one. Early on, I hold collaborative workshops and gather requirements, and more importantly, to get everyone speaking the same language. People often have different definition of same terms, of different priorities, so alignment is the key. I also set up a steering committee or governance board. This group made up of representatives from each major stakeholder areas who meets regularly, maybe weekly or bi-weekly, to review the progress, address risk, or make decisions. That way, we don't get stuck in bottleneckness or surprise, with any changes. Regular communication is very critical. So, see, as per my learning and knowledge, I can say like if you are doing a greenfield implementation, the kind of work or complexity is easy when you're doing a greenfield. But in case if a CMDB is already implemented and you're trying to enhance it or correct it, it takes a toil. So I can recall, we worked for a global company that had grown through acquisitions, and each region was using its own discovery tools and asset databases. The result was massive duplications and conflicting in their, CMDB. If one region called a server as SRV underscore 123, the other region called it as server 123. So there were lots of, issues with the duplicacy, and they spent a fortune trying to, manage the chaos. So because I have seen this before, I know we need to go through gap analysis. We had to figure out which source could be trusted for what data. From there, we established a unified governance framework, so everyone played by the same rule, like consisting naming conventions, classification hierarchies, and recurrency standards. We tackle it by region, starting with the larger data center, and in just few months, we are able to cut down the duplicacy by 60%. As we moved to other regions, we built on those lessons and fine-tuned our reconciliations process more drastically, and which I guess improve their overall data in the CMDB. Yeah, so I guess in my view, a successful CMDB implementation hinges on strong data governance, careful tool selection, stakeholder engagement, and ongoing validation. Over the years, I have learned how critical is it to address these areas in a methodological way, continually measuring and refining as you go. Each client environment is unique, but these are core principles which stay same. They helped me to drive tangible results time to time, and I say like these are the basic rules of CMDB. And I'm always available via IZT. You can also try to reach out um, to me over the LinkedIn. I'm ready to help. I guess team is there. IZT have changed how CMDB works, how automation works. So if you have same kind of issues and problems, you can always get in touch with the experts.